and pushed it very, very wide indeed. Andrea Dovizioso, we ride with Jorge Lorenzo. They come onto the back straight for the first time. Who's got the grunt? Who's got the power? Who's brave under the brakes into turn 5? We're about to find out. It's the Ducati power that's enabled Andrea, Andrea Dovizioso rather hit the front. Valentino Rossi got a real poor launch off the line. He got a wheelie, and then as the rear tyres don't get it spun up off the grid on the dirty part of the track, and Rossi has done brilliantly to come back into second place already ahead of his teammate Jorge Lorenzo. Dovizioso leads on the Ducati. Andrea Iannone's back down in 8th place after a very early tangle with Danny Pedrosa. We're down at turn 7 and 8. Dovizioso still leads the way. Danny Pedrosa tries to fight back, but Rossi closes up on Dovizioso. There's Marquez looking for Vinales up the inside now. Jorge Lorenzo, that little dip, turn 9. Now down towards turn 10. And the fast left-hander at 11. Lorenzo is being really super cautious. He got the whole shot down into the first corner, but he's being swallowed up on this opening lap. Lorenzo now back down into 5th place under real pressure from the fast-starting Hector Barbara. We ride with Valentino Rossi through turn 13. Momentarily upright, then tip it into 14. Second place, Dovizioso crosses the line in the lead. Rossi right behind him, Marquez. They've opened that tree up, just opened up a little bit up a gap. Rossi snips up the inside of Dovizioso. I think no. Marquez closes up on Rossi. Who's right on Valentino Rossi's back wheel? It's none other than Marquez. Here we go, we're on board with the Spaniard through turn number 2. He's chasing the Italians, Andrea Dovizioso and Valentino Rossi. Lorenzo came over the line in 5th place. He's still in that 6th place under real pressure though from Hector Barbara. Valentino Rossi won't be able to slipstream that Ducati down the back straight. Look at the legs that the Ducati's got on that Yamaha. Pulls about 5 or 6 bike lengths. No way for Rossi to attack down in turn 5. Cal Crutchlow and Elisa Spargo have crashed out. It's come up on our monitors here. Crutchlow and Spargo crashed out of the race. Well, not even a 1.5 laps gone. We're in 1.5 laps now. Jorge Lorenzo is coming under pressure from Hector Barbara. He made the whole shot. He is struggling. Rossi closes up on Dovizioso once again. Marquez seeming quite happy to watch us from behind. Well, this is familiar territory, isn't it? Rossi and Dovizioso going at each other like this. Elisa Spargo and Cal Crutchlow have rejoined the race. But the man is really struggling. Jorge Lorenzo got a good launch off the line, but he just can't run the pace at the moment. Is he getting overcautious? The reigning world champions Marquez lines up Valentino Rossi down to turn number 13. Rossi's the master of the late braking move. No way through for Marquez. Rossi closed up on Andrea Dovizioso. Marquez, what an onboard shot that is from Rossi as they flick it left through turn number 14. Over the line, Dovizioso leads Rossi from Marquez. On the start and finish straight, this is where Marquez crashed at the end of qualifying yesterday. We ride with Valentino Rossi once again. Marquez closes up on him. Round turn 2, up towards the left-hander at turn 3. Vinales is absolutely flying at the moment in 4th place with Iannone behind him. It's getting pretty tight between Marquez and Valentino Rossi. Jack Miller's a man on the charge. Jack Miller is up to 7th place. He got ahead of Hector Barbara on that previous lap. He's now hunting down Jorge Lorenzo, the Australian. Yamaha just hasn't got the legs on the Ducati. Can Rossi get in the slipstream and get close enough to move out and make a brave move down turn number 5? He thought about no. Dovizioso is so good late on the brakes. Rossi did think about it, but Dovizioso strong on the brakes. Don't forget, he just tuned in if he forgot right hands. I'm so excited what's happening in the front. This is a flag-to-flag race. They have to come in at the end of either 9, 10 or 11. And while they fight it out at the front here, the 2 behind are closing up on them to make it a 5-star. Johnny Hernandez has crashed out of the race. Was Jack Miller moving through on Jorge Lorenzo at the back of our picture there? Marquez then up the inside of Valentino Rossi. Beautiful move up at turn number 9. He holds it through turn number 10. Marquez then up in a 2nd place. Next to this side is Andrea Dovizioso. Marquez closes right up on the rear of that Ducati. Can he make a move down into turn number 13? He's thinking about it at 13, as you say. Dovizioso late on the brakes. Here comes Marquez up the inside. The Honda leads the way. Does he run it wide? No. Comes back across the track into 14. 3 great laps gone, and Marquez now leads the way. Marquez, what a 3rd lap from the Spaniard. Picked off Rossi up at turn number 9, and 3 corners later disposed of Andrea Dovizioso. The fastest man on track is the man in 5th place, Andrea Ianone, was caught up in a bit of a tangle down the first corner. Rossi under pressure now from Maverick
Jack Miller, we just saw at the top of your picture, has picked up Jorge Lorenzo. Brilliant from the VDS rider. Miller up into 6th place. Lorenzo still struggling.
Onto the back straight they come. So Marquez leads, Dovizioso, Rossi, there is Vignale.
Miller's gone down. Sorry, I think Jack Miller crashed out at the top of the picture. I'm pretty sure we've just lost Jack Miller out of 6th place. He just made a move on Lorenzo. Andrea Dovizioso blitzed back past Marquez. Marquez has got the inside line. Turn number 5. Is the door open for Rossi as well as sweep up on the inside? Rossi cuts it back around the outside of Dovizioso. Frantic actually at the front in Argentina.
Marquez leads and Rossi just holds on to that 2nd place as they come down now towards turn 7 and 8.
Unfortunately, we did lose Jack Miller. He was in the fight for 6th place with Jorge Lorenzo. He's gone down at turn number 3. That leaves Jorge Lorenzo in a pretty lonely 6th place at the moment. Andrea Dovizioso went from 1st to 3rd in a matter of a couple of seconds. Here is Miller.
Yeah, we're going to watch it now, yeah. Just coming through turn 3, coming onto that back straight. Oh, a lot of damage to the Mark VDS Honda. What do you do here, Dylan? 9, 10 or 11 in this sort of situation? Do you try to come in early? Do you wait? It's very important when they do come in.
No, I think do come in early. I mean, Marquez's pitbull, they're telling him L5, so it looks like he'll be coming in right in the middle. Looks like he'll be coming in on lap number 10. We'll see they're about. They have L4, for instance, so it looks like he'll be in straight away on lap number 9. You know, if you can try and get equal laps on both tyres, that's why you can ultimately get the maximum out of it. So you can argue that coming on lap number 10 would probably be your best bet.
Coming into turn 2, Marquez leads the way. Now Ianone beginning to put a bit of pressure as he did in Qatar on his teammate Andrea Dovizioso. That pressure didn't last because he crashed out of the race. Boy, what is it like down in pit lane, Dylan? They must be frantically waiting.
Well, and that's kind of what it is. I mean, it's so quiet here because, you know, they're just counting down. The bikes are all completely ready. But, you know, I tell you, once it's another 2-3 laps, that's when you have the mechanics there, because obviously they need to time grooming the bike up, getting the tyre movers on. It's, yeah, I mean, it'll be a very tense time in a few laps.
Let's just go back in the race.
Yeah, you can see he's got some crash damage there on the inside. What happened here? Cal Crutchlow, Alexis Spargaro's gone really, really wide. That was like a tandem front-end loss. They separate instance between Cal Crutchlow and Andrea Dovizioso. And who can win the 100-metre sprint to pick up their bikes?
Good job they got on the right bikes, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Cal Crutchlow's signs for Suzuki there. I think he was going to jump on the wrong bike. Both okay, but both missed out the chance. There is chance for points there, though, isn't there? That's the most important thing. Marquez is piling on the pressure at the front. Marquez knows if he can build up a good advantage, he can get in there and change bikes as quick as he can. And you know he's having problems getting past Dovizioso, but he's through.
Beautiful move by Ianone. Dovizioso cuts it back at the inside of turn number 13. Great fight between the two. Back to Vignale now. Marquez, he knew he wanted to get to the front of this field. He wants to be the first man into the pit lane. You don't want to be getting caught up with anybody else in those bike swaps. Patrick Vignale has run wide at the first corner. We just saw his teammate Alexis Spargo. Alexis Spargo just ran in way too hot. He got onto the wide part of the circuit. On the dirty part, Lorenzo's down. Jorge Lorenzo, the reigning world champion, has crashed out of the first corner. He was having a nightmare. It's just got worse.
Lorenzo crashes out and it looks like it is the end of the race for the world champion and the race winner in Qatar 2 weeks ago. It's over for Jorge Lorenzo. He walks away. No points for the world champion and the championship leader.
Just didn't get going at all, Nick, in that race. Yeah, losing the front through very late in the corner through that turn number 1. What a disaster for Lorenzo. He just didn't get going. He was running, what, 0.6 of a second a lap off of the lead group.
Well, they're on their 7th lap at the moment. Let's ride with Lorenzo. Yeah, we've seen many a man go down there this weekend, but that's the biggest mistake of them all, isn't it?
Was he a fraction offline, just onto a dirty part of the back? You know, did he just clip? There are still the odd damp patches scattered around this circuit. We saw Alex Marquez and Frankie Morbidelli have problems there in the Moto2 race. Maybe he just clipped a damp patch, but Lorenzo is out of the race. He didn't even make it to the 9th, 10th or 11th lap to swap bikes.
Tell you at the front, as Dovizioso and Ianone, it's making good entertainment. It's great to watch, but what they're doing, they're letting Rossi and Marquez just clear off at the front. But Rossi is not letting Marquez get away.
Yeah, Marquez is just able to eke out a 10th of a second every lap. 1:48 on the last lap. Rossi was a 1:40.9. So we've had plenty of drama already so far. We've had crashes with Cal Crutchlow and Lacey Spargo. They're both back in the race. But the big news, the world champion Jorge Lorenzo, who was struggling down in 6th place, has crashed out at the first corner. What we're on lap number 7, so we've got 2 more laps before you are eligible to come into the pits.
We're driving Marquez onto the back straight. That is the gap. Visually you can see between him and Valentino Rossi, first and second. Reminds us of last year when the gap was bigger than that and Rossi closed him down and got past him. And of course there was the collision as they go through turn 5. They must be getting ready now, Dylan, in pit lane.
Not yet, not yet. I mean, you've got one mechanic with each Repsol Honda bike, but you know what? This is an extremely fast process. The bikes are already, all they need to do is tyre warmers off, fire them up, and then they're good to go. They'll be doing that exactly on the lap when they're about to come in.
Is there something loose hanging off the back of Marc Marquez's Repsol Honda? I'm pretty sure from that aerial shot we saw something hanging off the back of Marc Marquez. Look at this, this was the start for Rossi. What a shocker. Wheelie off the line, and then when the rear tyre grips, massive wheel spin. Watch Andrea Iannone on the number 29, the far left-hand side of the screen. Oh, Andrea Iannone was in way too wide. You could see him stamping all over the rear brake. The rear was hopping up, caught Danny Pedrosa. The luckless Danny Pedrosa, absolutely nothing he could do. Pushed him out onto the slippery part of the track. On board with Marquez.
He made a decent start, but Lorenzo made a fabulous start, as you can see. Danny Pedrosa actually made a good start, didn't he, from the second row?
Marc Marquez was really, really lucky then, because Andrea Iannone got him just way, way too hot on the inside. Couldn't stop that Ducati. Clearly made contact with the back of Marc Marquez, and as he ran wide, he took Pedrosa out wide. Well, I'm not sure actually if that impact might have actually knocked Marc Marquez's onboard rear-facing onboard camera loose. That might be what's dangling down. That's probably from, it is. I'm sure that's probably from that early contact with Andrea Iannone.
Deja vu, remember 12 months ago, was very, very much like this. The difference here today is it's got to be flag to flag. Rossi really closes up on Marquez. The two Ducatis still hold off the Suzuki of Vinales. Decision time is coming up. They've got to start thinking about when they're going to come in. Oh, without a doubt you can see it as clear as daylight now. I think it is the onboard camera that's come off, and it's with the collision. Here there was the collision with Andrea Iannone, spot on that.
So we got a fair old whack on the seat unit from Andrea Iannone, didn't he, Marc Marquez? Lucky actually to stay on.
Sorry guys, just to butt in, so we now have the factory Ducati mechanics out in pit lane ready, and both Repsol Honda team guys as well. The Suzuki guys have come out as well, and the Aprilia's also starting to move.
What will be interesting to see, obviously, it won't matter, because the camera will. But Marc, as you would imagine, will come in as soon as he can. He must know, but perhaps he doesn't know there's something wrong.
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to affect his speed in any kind of way. You know what I mean? He's not going to feel that onboard camera moving around. You know, as long as the actual rear seat unit isn't broken, then it shouldn't be a problem.
There's nothing between those two. But Maverick Vinales has worked his way up into 3rd place. He took both of the back Ducatis on that previous lap. There's nothing between Rossi and Marc Marquez. Rossi's just putting the best lap of the race at 140.6. The good thing is that for Marc Marquez, if there are any problems with that onboard camera, he's got to come in, of course, and change bikes.
So that's absolutely right. I think they're coming in race direction. They can now pit. Swapping bikes is mandatory.
Marquez now has box written on his pit board.
Yeah, Marc Marquez, he got it all squirrely coming out of turn number 3. The rear was hopping around all over the track. Big wheel spin from Marquez. That's all Valentino Rossi needed. Rossi sweeps up the inside of Marc Marquez. Marquez, though, cuts him back really. Rossi was in a fraction too hot. This is what we wanted, a showdown in Argentina again between Marc Marquez and Valentino Rossi.
Is there going to be a showdown in pit lane? Are they going to come in together for the flag-to-flag race just to add that little bit more drama? Here we go. Here Marquez on the replay. Does Rossi? Yes, he does. Runs it fair bit wide. Going into turn 5, and he's back in front.
And Rossi's mechanics are now taking the tyre warmers off, and Marquez's mechanics ready as well, so it looks like they'll come in tandem.
But it could not be closer. This is absolutely magnificent motorcycle racing. Valentino Rossi in 2nd place. Marc Marquez leads the way. A mandatory flag-to-flag race. It does appear both of them will be coming in.
They've gone round again, so they're probably coming in. They're saying now Marc Marquez clearly, you can see their box So they'll go round for this lap with all the two leaders, Maverick Vinales and Andrea Ianone, then the first two in. Vinales on the Suzuki, the pit lane's open, and Vinales and Andrea Ianone have come in.
So the Suzuki and the Ducati are in. Flag to flag, hand goes up. Vinales swaps pretty quick. Vizioso, you imagine, would be the same. Looks like Danny Pedrosa has come in as well.
Yeah, Eugene Laverty has, and so has Loris Baz, Hector Barber, Stefan Bradl. There you can see the two of each of the Ducatis heading back out onto the track.
And an absolutely fantastic swap over from Vinales. He really gained quite a few metres on Ianone in there.
Rossi closes right up on Marquez once again.
This is like a carbon copy.
It's deja vu, isn't it? It really is. Rossi right behind Marquez. Does he want to just get past him on the brakes? And Rossi leads the way. And they're both going to be coming to the pits together. And now Marquez retakes the lead.
This is all about not track position, but pit position for the pit lane. They want to be the first one in, because then you'll have the advantage coming out. It's a real shame that Andrea Ianone damaged that rear-facing onboard camera of Marc Marquez, because we've been getting some absolutely brilliant shots now of Valentino Rossi. They're going to come in this time. We saw on both their pit boards clear communication box, so they are going to be coming in. They come down now to turn number 13. Marquez has got the advantage then coming into the pits. Here they come, the two leaders, Rossi and Marquez together.
Here they come, Dylan. Oh, he looks one way and Rossi's the other way. Engine limiters on, 93 and 46. They're at it once again. They're both in to swap a machine. A mandatory flag to flag here in Argentina.
Rossi's got it nailed. He's out on that factory Yamaha. Marquez, no surprise. The first thing he does is have a glance over his right shoulder to see where Valentino Rossi is. There's Andrea Dovizioso as well on the number 4 Ducati. So this is it now. Marquez and Rossi head back out onto the track.
And guys, just a quick word to sort of point out with the flags can be quite dangerous. One of our sisters mechanics got a little bit of a knock when he came in. He looks okay though, got a few medics attending to him. Nothing too serious, but it just shows how tricky these conditions can be.
I tell you what, that was it's Tito Rabat holding up Valentino Rossi. They're not delivering it, of course, but Marquez actually got out in front of him, didn't he, into turn 1, and he's going to get that throttle open now, and Rossi's got to get past him.
Yeah, Valentino Rossi, he ran a little bit wide into that turn number 2 as well. You know, just you've got to remember that the back tyre was on these bikes, but the tyres won't be up to temperature. The brakes as well. Valentino Rossi looked like he just went a little bit too hot there because he hasn't got the temperature yet in those carbon brakes. So, yeah, that could be. Was that the deciding moment of this race?
So they come in together. There was certainly no difference in the advantage when they came in and when they went out. It's actually when they got back on the track, wasn't it?
That was an absolutely dream, perfect fight swap by Marc Marquez. And then with Valentino Rossi just perhaps not getting confidence in that front end on that new tyre, not up to temperature just yet. And Marc Marquez, well, he's already gapping Valentino Rossi in a big, big way.
9.5 laps to go. Round 2 of the Motogp World Championship. Mandatory flag to flag. We go through the other riders in the field just when I think things have settled down after the flag to flag bit. It's pretty simple to see what's happening at the front. Marquez leads the way from Rossi. And Rossi, I think Matt is dead right, just a little bit cautious at the moment. And Marquez has really got the hammer down. Can he open up too big advantage, even too big an advantage for Valentino Rossi?
It's been an absolute nightmare for Rossi, Nick, because they came into the pits side by side. Rossi now is 2.7 seconds behind Marc Marquez. It could already be race over. The difference in lap times, Marquez on his first flying lap on his second bike, put in a 2:03.134. Valentino Rossi did a 2:05.750.
Here is Marc Marquez, race winner here a couple of years ago, third in that opening round of the championship in Qatar. And looks in extremely good nick at the moment as he comes down towards turn 5. Look at that gap. He is just opening it out every metre of this circuit.
Yeah, it's up to over 3 seconds. Marc Marquez. Look at those black scuff marks on his leathers. I would imagine that's probably from the impact made by Andrea Ianone's Ducati very early on in the race. But Marc Marquez at the moment with 9 laps to go. He's He's got this race under complete control now. He's coming under real intense pressure from that man there, Valentino Rossi. But, you know, what's Rossi as he came out of the pit lane just momentarily distracted by Tito Rabat. He was on the inside. You think Rossi couldn't cut back to the line because Rabat was there. And then Rossi just didn't have any tension in his front brake and no tension in the front tyre. No such problems for Marc Marquez. He's just pulling away at the front now. 3.5 seconds is the advantage over Rossi. Right, let's have a look a bit further now. Vignales in 3rd place. As Marquez crosses the line, there are 8 laps to go. Rossi, we see him across the line. Vignales, Dovizioso, Ianone. It was Tito Rabat, it won't be now because he's just pulled in the previous lap. So there's a fair old gap now. Next through probably will be Danny Pedrosa. There is Danny Pedrosa in front of the line. Scott Redding going well in 7th place. Hector Barbara 8th. Paul Espargaro 9th. Eugene Lafferty, that would be his best ever MotoGP result in 10th. 11th is Stefan Brown going well on the Aprilia. Then we have a Tito Rabat. Bradley Smith having a really, really tough time at the moment in 13th place. Loris fast, and Cal Crutchlow, despite the crash, completing the point scoring. Yeah, you have to feel sorry for Danny Pedrosa because he was the innocent victim of a bit of a pushing and shoving down the first corner. Look at that, the captain, GP15 of Scott Redding. This will be a good experience for Redding. Dicing with Danny Pedrosa, and Redding makes a move, use the slipstream on the Ducati. Well, he didn't really need a slipstream, to be fair. That Ducati is so quick. So Scott Redding there now, up inside the top 6. Yeah, everything that happened to Scott Redding yesterday and all the problems afterwards with the discussions about tyres. This is a tremendous ride by Scott Redding. Yeah, just quickly going back to that lead duo, Marc Marquez now. He's 4.3 seconds clear of Valentino Rossi. Not even Rossi is going to claw that back. That was just 8 laps to go. Scott Redding's already stretched a bit of an advantage over Danny Pedrosa. Marquez over the line then. The gap now 4.8 seconds. He's 1.1 seconds a lap faster than Valentino Rossi. And Valentino Rossi actually will be doing pretty well at the moment to keep these 3 at bay, because Maverick Viñales is only 1.6 seconds behind him, and Viñales on the last lap was half a second quicker. Viñales chasing his first ever podium finish in MotoGP, and the 21-year-old having a great ride. Danny Pedrosa tries to close up on Scott Redding. Scott Redding in 6th place, Hector Barbara in 8th, 9th, Paul Espargaro 10th, Eugene Lafferty, and 11th, Stefan Bravo, then Tito Rabat. There is 6.5 laps to go for Marc Marquez, and a bit more for some on the other. Bradley Smith, Cal Crutchlow has moved in front of Alvaro, but this is back in front of Loris Baz, who himself now is pulled in for his mandatory flag to flag. Yeah, he did brilliantly when he came out of pit lane, didn't he, Marc Marquez? He just got in front of Tito Rabat. But just look at the lap time difference since they returned to the track. Lap 11, Marquez was 2.6 seconds faster. Lap 12, a second faster. He's just been taking huge chunks out of Valentino Rossi. At the moment, it looks like it'll be sweet revenge for Marc Marquez in Argentina. Maverick Viñales still on that 3rd place. He's going to come under severe pressure, though, from the 2 factory Ducatis behind him. Andrea Dovizioso and Andrea Ianone were half a second faster than Viñales on the last lap. Here is Marquez coming to turn 14, up familiar number 93. There is 6 laps to go for the race winner here a couple of years ago. Up towards turn whenever he went down in a big heat in qualifying yesterday, but it was still started the race in pole position. Yeah, Rossi 6 seconds down now. Valentino Rossi is struggling here. They're 1.2 seconds slower than Marc Marquez in that last lap, and now the gap to Maverick Viñales in 3rd is down to under a second. There we go. There's Rossi coming up to turn 2. And the Viñales, Dovizioso and Ianone hunting the 9 times world champion down. Yeah, 5.5 laps to go. Rossi running 2nd, but he can find himself way off the podium if this progress continues. There is Rossi. They come onto the back straight. Dovizioso, Ianone behind him. We know how fast those Ducatis are down here, down towards turn 5. And it looks like there's some pretty major problems for the race winner here last year as they break into turn 5. 5.5 laps to go, round 2 of the World Championship. Scott Redding running in 6th, Danny Pedrosa behind him in 7th place. Rossi's just had no pace at all since the bike swap. He's just doing mid-141s, Marc Marquez comfortably in the low 140s. Hector Barbara having a fight with Fargo. They're hugely limited. This will be by far his best MotoGP result. Currently running in 10th place, holding off the German Stefan Bradl on the factory Aprilia. What about that gap? Rossi to Vinales, Nick, now is just a 10th of a second. Valentino Rossi is under real pressure. The 9 times world champion is really struggling out there at the moment. Vinales is going to attack down this turn number 13. Can he get close enough? This is worrying times for Valentino Rossi. He might even be pushed off the podium.
Okay, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when, isn't it? Vinales is going to take this. Obviously, some major problems with the second machine since the swap over, since the mandatory flag to flag for Valentino Rossi. Into turn 1 they come. The two Ducatis, they've been at each other's throats throughout the race so far. Just under 5 laps to go. Rossi's still running in second place. Vinales, first ever MotoGP podium. The two Ducatis still slogging out behind. Rossi's trying all he can to fight off of Vinales.
Maverick Vinales is performing heroics on that Suzuki. Look at it, he's tying himself in knots. That's how hard he's pushing. Coming out of turn number 3. The Ducatis behind him will close up in the slipstream. The Ducatis got brutal horsepower down that back straight. Now this is turning out to be a real thrilling fight. At 4th, second place, I'll promise to Scott Redding on the Flamac Ducati.
Yeah, mechanical problems obviously. Looks like his race is over. That's cruel up for Scott Redding, who is running an absolutely brilliant 6th place and fighting off the challenge of Danny Pedrosa.
He was pulling chunks of time out of Danny Pedrosa. He'd almost moved 1 second clear of the Spaniard. That's really cruel. It's been a horrible weekend for Scott Redding. You can just see gutted, frustrated. That's really difficult to take on the chin after all he's gone through this weekend so far.
Valentino Rossi is not going to make life easy for these boys behind him, is he? He's trying all he can to keep Vinales, Dovizioso and Ianone at bay. Here is Vinales running in 3rd place. I don't think I want to take too many risks because he wants to finish on the podium, but if he doesn't keep the pace right up, the Ducatis are going to set him in apart him, aren't they?
Yeah, Rossi's definitely responded because for the first time in a few laps he's back in the 140s. So he's got the message. He knows there's a bit of a freight train building up behind him. Rossi's struggling with the front end of that Yamaha. That's been his problem since the restart. He had a big moment there coming through the first corner, Valentino Rossi. It's all with the front end. He's out a little bit wide again through turn number 2. That's allowed Vinales to close up again. Rossi's just had no front end confidence since the restart.
Well, they're very close indeed as they come onto the back straight down towards turn 5. Can he be close enough? Here comes Maverick Vinales, side by side on the brakes. Rossi won't let him through. Vinales on the Suzuki, still tries to get up the inside. Rossi just holds the advantage.
Yeah, Valentino Rossi's gone from thinking he might win this Argentinian Grand Prix now to fighting tooth and nail just to cling onto a podium place. Andrea Dovizioso's just being dropped off this battle for 2nd. Don't write off Andrea Ianone. He's an aggressive attacking rider. He'll fancy his chances of closing down on Valentino Rossi. You have to say he's doing a brilliant job so far of defending that 2nd place. We finally see the sun beating through the clouds here in Argentina. Sun shining on Marc Marquez, no doubt about that. He's 7 seconds clear of this battle.
This is the battle for 2nd place. We thought it was only a matter of time, but Vinales got past Rossi, but somehow Rossi is hanging on. And Vinales in turn is now coming under real pressure from the Ducati of Andrea Ianone into turn 12. Marc Marquez crosses the line. 3 laps to go in this 20-lap race as he takes it into turn 1. What is happening behind?
All Andrea Ianone's got to do now is get right in behind Maverick Vinales' Suzuki. Oh, Maverick Vinales loses the front at the first corner. Disaster for Vinales. He was heading for his first MotoGP podium. It's all gone wrong. Hands in heads for the Suzuki team.
Right, Rossi 2nd, Ianone 3rd. Ianone, I'm sure, will have a go at his friend Valentino Rossi. Here we go.
So he got onto the damp part of the track, didn't he?
Just saw a little damp bit there, didn't he? And he was coming under pressure from Ianone.
He would have still been trailing the front brake there, Maverick Vinales. You can see he was a little bit wider than Ianone, yeah. You can just see that darker piece of tarmac, still damp from the rain. Poor old Maverick Vinales down with his first MotoGP World Championship podium within touching distance. That's given Valentino Rossi a bit of breathing space for the podium, because Andrea Dovizioso doesn't look like he's going to be able to claw that gap back, although, to be fair to Rossi, having realised how much Vinales is putting the pressure on him, he really did respond.
Yeah, he certainly did. Here is the potential race winner, Marc Marquez. In the third year we've been here with the 1-2 of them. This is the race winner from last year, running in second place. It's been a good ride by Valentino Rossi, challenging for the lead until they swap bikes, the mandatory flag to flag. And the problems after that, Ianone is closing up on him all the time. Even Dovizioso might think, well, we're going to have 2 laps to go. I might fancy to try and have a go here, but they've got to get past Rossi, and that's not going to be easy. And don't forget, that Suzuki has got the brute power. And in some ways, it was the presence of Ianone that caused Vinales to crash, wasn't it?
Yeah, Andrea Ianone, if he can tag on to the back wheel of Valentino Rossi coming out of turn number 3, then if there's a horsepower shootout to turn number 5, then there's only one winner. That will be Andrea Ianone's Ducati, but Rossi defending brilliantly. Despite those front-end issues, he's out way wide again though, Rossi. He looked so strong, didn't he, in the first half of the race?
He looked like a potential race winner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he really did. And now he's fighting to stay on the podium. Rossi on the Yamaha, the 2 Ducatis trying to hunt him down. And hunt him down, they come down towards turn 5. 1.5 laps to go. Here comes Ianone, and I don't think there's anything Valentino Rossi can do. Oh, and Dovizioso sneaks on the 2 of them. Unbelievable move by Andrea Dovizioso.
Yeah, Ianone got him too hot on the brakes in turn number 5, ran a little bit wide. It forced Valentino Rossi to pick up. Andrea Dovizioso just sat at the back of it all and said, thank you very much for coming through. Rossi fights back on Andrea Ianone. He's trying a great scrap for the final podium place in Australia, in Phillip Island, last October. But Andrea Dovizioso, Christmas came early for him there. What a present.
And what a bit of canny old riding. Well, old head, great on the brake, saw the opportunity, and now he's got the hammer down. So it could be his second place this season. And also here in Argentina, what can Valentino Rossi do? Can he claw back that 3rd place? Don't think there's any doubt about who's going to win the race. 1 lap to go for Marc Marquez here in the Argentinian sunshine.
Yeah, Rossi with it all to do now, just to get back on the podium. Remember the first part of the race, it looked like he might actually go on and win it for the 2nd year in a row here at the Tourmaster Rio Hondo. Andrea Dovizioso has got about half a second on his teammate Andrea Ianone. So there's real pressure on Valentino Rossi now just to salvage a podium place.
Come through turn 2, into 3, then 4, the right-hander that brings them onto the back straight. Just about half a lap to go here in Argentina. This is where Dovizioso, at the end of this long back straight, made that amazing move. Rossi trying to get a toe. I really don't know if he's got the front-end confidence to get in there really hot against Ianone. And Ianone has now opened the throttle and got away from it. Half a lap to go. We ride with Valentino Rossi. Does close right up on the rear wheel of Andrea Ianone.
Yeah, Rossi went from 2nd to 4th in that last lap. Dovizioso went from 4th to 2nd in the blink of an eye. So Rossi now has a look up the inside of Ianone at turn number 7. He's got the inside line. Rossi, can he make it stick? Cuts it back there, but no, Andrea Ianone cuts it right back underneath Valentino Rossi. So Rossi was back on the podium, but back now into 4th place. This is brilliant for Dovizioso.
Yeah, half a lap to go. Andrea Dovizioso in 2nd place. Rossi runs it just a little bit wide. Ianone now closing up on Dovizioso. Marquez is going to win. Who is going to finish 2nd? Who is going to finish on the podium? We are about to find out. First of all, salute the race winner, Marc Marquez. Magnificent victory.
Oh, the Ducatis have got down together. The Ducatis have crashed out together. What a gift for Valentino Rossi. Now, we don't know who was the instigator in that final crash, but what a disaster for Ducati. Andrea Ianone and Andrea Dovizioso out at the final corner, and that means Danny Pedrosa should be able to come through and take an unlikely 3rd place. Can there be any more drama in Argentina?
Unbelievable. Here is Danny Pedrosa on the podium. The 2 Ducatis, we don't know who was to blame, took each other out.
Well, through the final sector, through the 3rd split, Nick, it was Dovizioso by 0.3 of a second from Andrea Ianone. Eugene Laverty has crossed the line to finish in 4th place. Hector Barbara 5th, Paul Espargaro 6th. There is poor Andrea Dovizioso. Must have thought he'd got a 2nd successive 2nd place in the bag. He's trying that Ducati over the line. Andrea Ianone, well, he looks pretty dejected and deflated. Here we're going to find out what happened.
Here we go, Ianone up the inside. Oh, Ianone, I think the plane, don't you? Into the side of his teammate Dovizioso. They both go down. Wow. I don't think there'll be a team dinner tonight, do you?
And you've actually got Dovizioso, and he's now running with his bike. He's trying to push it over the finish line so he can actually still finish.
Right, but Kelly Pires just crossed the line in 12th place. He should actually cross the line in 13th or 14th place.
He's just made it over the line.
So
Pushed it over the line.
has he actually got over? Yes, he has. No, yes, he has. 13th place. Well done, Andrea Dovizioso. Marc Marquez totally unaware of the drama behind it.
Masteria Hondo's getting a bit of a habit of late drama, isn't it? That was unbelievable. I mean, Andrea Ianone, he'll have a bit of explaining to do in that factory, the Ducati garage tonight, because it's a cardinal sin, isn't it, to wipe out your teammate.
I mean, okay, he wanted to finish in second place, but they're both on the podium, weren't they? Great ride by Marc Marquez, though. Right back at it. Honda are back at it. The championship now is finely poised. The other big news, Jorge Lorenzo crashing out. Valentino Rossi in second place. Eugene Lapperty, the Irish rider, in 4th place on that Aspar Ducati. Flag to flag. Well, we don't want them every week, but boy, do they produce some unbelievable results. Here we go. Incident involving Andrea Dovizioso and Andrea Ianone currently under investigation. I really can't believe Andrea Dovizioso had anything to do with that particular incident.
No, without being too critical of Andrea Ianone, you're quite right, Nick. There was a second place there, but that was way, way over ambitious. Skittling out your teammate at the last corner as well. That's not going to go down at all well with Gigi D'Alema. There's Eugene Lapperty, the top non-factory rider. He can't believe it. He's in 4th place. He's in Parc Ferme with Marc Marquez, Valentino Rossi and Dani Pedrosa. Hats off to that man there, because once they'd swapped bikes, Marc Marquez was just in a race of his own. Blitzed away from Valentino Rossi, who did get in a little bit of a tangle back with Tito about, and then just didn't have the confidence in the bike that he had in the first part.
He's just checking sure of 4. No, you sure you added it up right? Yeah, you certainly are. That was a magnificent ride. Dani Pedrosa didn't look happy in 3rd place, didn't he? Picking up some points. Not happy at all. But Marc Marquez wins for the 2nd time here in Argentina. Follows up his 3rd place in the opening round in Qatar. And Marc Marquez will be leading that World Championship. He is by 41 points, 8 points in front of Valentino Rossi, who's finished in 2nd place.
Great performance by Marc Marquez. His first win since that controversial Australian Grand Prix back in Phillip Island last October. And now actually Marc Marquez, just checking the record books, that was Marc Marquez's 25th Motogp victory, so he's now tying with Kevin Schwantz. Appropriate that we'll go to Texas in a few days' time in the all-time winners list. Valentino Rossi, well, just if Chris wasn't come early for Andrea Dovizioso, well, he certainly did for Rossi, because that move by Andrea Ianone, which is under investigation, you know, Andrea Ianone has now crashed out of both of the opening 2 rounds of the championship, and he's nicknamed the Maniac without being too harsh. It was a bit of a silly move at the final corner, because he was on the podium.
An amazing move to make. Valentino Rossi, you take what comes your way, don't you? And he took it. Boy, Lorenzo out of the race. He crashed out. So he now finds himself down in 4th place in the championship, and that's a fair old gap beginning to open out. It's 16 points between him and Marc Marquez.